good, Dre? I forgot I didn't do this yet. So although the clips are pretty hard to see for the most part, we're gonna go through and give you some review on these clips. So good job on the first one, putting the arrow here. That's something you gotta do every play. So I recommend doing a freeze frame, pausing the clip for 1 whole second, or half a second, having a little animation or arrow or something, doing that every single clip. Otherwise, people just won't know who you are. When you're watching your own tape, it's easy because you know where you are every play, you know what number you are, all that. When somebody else watches it, especially if they watch 50 other highlight tapes that day, they will not know who you are. Unless you're at safety or running back or quarterback somewhere that's very obvious every play, you definitely got to put this on. Okay, into some corrections. Near hash, he's hard to tell with the angle, but he's probably between numbers and hash, maybe a bit closer to numbers. But there's probably 6-7 yards between him and the sideline. So at this point, he's probably going to run an in breaker. He could still run vertical, maybe do a comeback. But just think, as he's wider outside the numbers, the odds of him going in are a lot more likely. Just look at this big gap here. That's why they're doing it, to open up that space. So just take more of an inside leverage. And if he does anything to the inside, you should be driving down on it and winning from the front side the whole time. So expect a route like that in breaking. And then ideally you're in front of it, ready to get a pick there. But good job coming over top and forcing the incompletion. That was a good chase down tackle. Again, it's hard to watch. Okay. Not sure who you are here. Good job, I guess. Is this you? E7? Honestly, I don't know. You gotta make it more clear. I know that the film isn't the best, but gotta work with what you got. So I'm pretty sure at corner here. I think I see some pink socks also. Can't really see what happens though. Unfortunately, the camera's just too blurry. Okay, reading the play. Coming off the block. Good job getting him down. I wish you guys had better film. It makes it so much easier to make tapes. Okay, pretty sure that's you. Legs looking a bit skinny though. We gotta get some squats in. Okay, good coverage, good position, drive. Just come out of this with more urgency. Right now you're kind of chilling. If he's a good receiver, he's gonna keep sprinting out of there. So here's fine. Kind of got a jam in. Drops the hips. Now we should be dropping, boom, right on the inside. Since we overran it, we really got to explode out of this break. Here, just turn around super chill. The ball's coming now and he starts sprinting at this point. You won't be able to react as quick. So just have more urgency to get in a good position there. Good job coming downhill. And now for the tackle, a little hip drop tackle here. See the feet come up. It's a flag in the NFL now, as of last year. But I would just say get lower. So you go into it. I think this is a pretty good position. Got your foot real close to him. It's a good spot. This one's a little bit long. So you probably want that back foot a bit closer. But anyways, more importantly, you can learn all about feet position and all that in the tackling course. Just get lower. You're wrapping around his chest level right now, almost shoulders. If you get down to the legs, then you're just going to tackle more consistently. And here you get him down, but a stronger guy's just going to be able to keep pumping his legs and run. Even here, he ends up getting a few more yards compared to if you can wrap his legs, he won't be able to keep running. Okay, good. I would start the tape with this play. The coverage, drive, undercut it, get right there for the ball. That's a great play. Good. If you're running to this sideline, having the ball on your outside arm is good because then you could use your inside arm to stiff arm and help break tackles. Everybody's hype. Okay, that's good. Good job jumping on the pile. Okay, tape number 2, swag man. Okay, got number 80. As you're going into the tackle, try not to drop to your knees. Try to just keep driving your feet. That's going to give you more power. You can still make the tackle when you drop to your knees, but if you want to keep pumping your feet, that's going to give you the most power and help you drive him back the other way. Right now, it takes 4 of your guys to tackle him, where if you stay on your knees, he probably would have been down at that point. It's a good high quality clip though. Rest in the way, can't really see it. Good play, I guess. I gotta stare down. Okay, hold on, what happened on this play? Did it justify the stare down? Oh, this phone's so shit. I don't know. I think he's calling first down. That'd be a tough picture though. Somebody got that. But if he gets a first down, you can't really celebrate. Okay, here catching up. Get a little boost from the teammate. Now in this situation, to avoid the stiff arm, and this is, I did a whole video on this in the tackling course, but either just tackle lower. If you go for the legs, can't really stiff arm you for a few reasons. Or 2, if you feel that hand come up like this on your face, try to chop that down and then go into the tackle. If you just let it be on your face there, if he's a strong dude, he'll be able to push you away. Because unless you have a super strong neck, it's really hard to withstand the force of a stiff arm because your head's a weak spot. If somebody grabs and pulls your face mask, or if somebody pushes your head, then it's hard to stay in position and not let that push you around, not let that affect you. And then here, so as you're going for this tackle, I would again say try to get lower and wrap around the thigh area. If you're trying to force a fumble, that's one thing. Just as you go down, what I recommend is chop violently here. You can also punch up or chop down violently. And then if you get the ball out, great. If not, you might be able to punch your hand in and then rip the ball out. If not, you could still just finish the tackle. But just wrapping up shoulders doesn't count as trying to force a fumble. You got to see an attempt to get that ball out, because he ends up getting a bunch of yards since you tackle high up. Alright, what's this? Is that teammate giving you a boost again? He must be your best friend out here. Is that Scotty? He's just giving you help the whole game. Okay, good job getting the legs. I like that tackle. You fumble that? No. Let's see if I can figure this one out. Oh, okay, fumble recovery. Good. Again, nobody's going to know without the highlights or without the circles. Good tackle. Good gang tackle. Is that the first play? I think that's this play, isn't it? Anyways, doesn't really matter. Yeah, I can't really see. I can see you getting the tackle, but it's pretty hard. Anyways, I'm always glad to do review. So if you got clips that are watchable, these were pretty hard to review. But if you got better clips, I would be glad to do the same thing, give you some coaching feedback, and help you make sure you have a great year coming up.